Oh, hey guys. Yeah, see? See what I'm talking about? It grows the patches. It's annoying. I mean, it'd look great if it fills in, but. Anyways, before I get onto the video today and get too distracted, did you know that we have a Discord? It's really easy to join. All you gotta do is discord.gg/handies. Pretty simple. There's a few of you already in there, you know, from this channel, already in there. Also, if you're into gaming, there's a few guys, or I don't know, me included, they're in there that play games too. You know, when you got time, trying to link up. It's a bit harder with a lot of us, you know, working the same amount of hours, but doesn't mean you can't talk, post news, etc. So you know, there's that. But the Volvo is already causing trouble already. It's not even in my hands, and it's already having problems. Yeah, see, I'm still in the yellow banana. You can easily tell by the door frame. This is a bit of a conundrum, which I'm not figuring out. Okay, so let me explain to you that for those who don't know how Penske works. So technically, it is a contract. These are contracts through Penske, including this one. This one was not. We did not spec this one. The Volvo is we spec the Volvo, and what Penske does is they have, you know, they order a lot of trucks, right? Through all the dealerships. So they have build slots pretty much. And what they do is they pretty much write a contract with said company for said build slot. For example, to go to Volvo, I guess it was a 2-year wait. To go to Penske with the 3-year contract for the truck, it was a 1.5 year wait. I mean, you get it quicker because they already have the slot. Their slot's guaranteed, even though they have a delay, but they already had it, you know. If you're a new guy coming in, you're just in the back of the line. That's how that works. Also, more you order, meaning all the big companies, they're kind of priority because they're the ones doing the giant bulk orders. So they're that guaranteed money, where a lot of these single guys or small fleets that are ordering trucks at the dealerships are canceling. So they're showing up to the lot and they're just sitting there, which means somebody else can get it, but that's the risk. So there's pros and cons to this. Now, we were dealing with a sales guy, and when I say we, I'm just saying, it really means Brother Graham, but I'm just saying we because I'm involuntarily involved, so I'm part of the we. Like, I came here willingly, but I'm involuntarily part of the Volvo issues because it's going to be my truck. I wonder if this is my loader. Anyways, so where was it? Sorry, guy walking. It's raining. Guys walking outside, umbrella. Got somebody called in. Otherwise, already getting unloaded. But so we're waiting on a guy to get in here, so unload me 19 pallets and get the fuck out of here. Okay, so the guys that we ordered the truck through was issues. I guess typical snaky salesman, you know, lying, all kinds of shit. Where we sent emails back and forth telling them what do we want, you know. They got spec'd out. We paid for the price, and then, well, we didn't pay up front. It's contracts, so we're paying monthly or weekly, but monthly. Benefit the contract too, pros and cons each way. That guy's no longer there. However, though, it doesn't seem like he did his job correctly. I think I have a little too much light in here. There we go. Get some of the reflection off my glasses. So, say, blue tint, you get some of the light. It's great for night driving in shitty weather. But you also see a lot of reflections. But so he got fired. He left after a few things he did, I guess. Well, I knew a new salesman that came in was taking over for us. However, though, our truck was already spec'd, already sent to the factory. So he was coming in just to, like, our rep. Well, also, I spoke a little too soon on dealership part. I meant factory, I meant to say left the factory or en route from factory. I was a couple of days too early, okay? Volvo will be here at dealership Oh, I mean, I don't. By the time you see the video, it's already there. But you know, I was like 3 days too early with this, with that. But it seems like our truck is already having issues. Like, okay. For those who are familiar with the APU system, knows it has the APU engine, or the APU mounted on the frame, right? The condenser and the fan on the back of the truck, and then it has the stuff underneath the bunk, usually where it goes, right? That's the whole HVAC unit, the whole system and parts that run when the truck's off, that keep heating and cooling. Well, it has a bunk heat, has that condenser and fan, but it doesn't have the other stuff. So it has literally half of it, but nothing to power it. And my company is confused because they're like, where's the other half? They're like, you didn't order it. It's like, yeah, we did. Here's the emails. We spec'd, that's what we sent you guys. We spec'd it. So we ordered it. And they're like, well, you didn't order it. It's like, but why would the other half of it be on there if we didn't order it? Why is literally half of it on there, but you didn't order it? And my company's like, well, why would you have half? How do you expect to power that? Like, where's the other half? Like, what do you think powers that? A little snarky remark. Anyways, I got a good laugh at that. So, even my truck was at the dealership, fully spec'd out, meaning everything was as should be on the lot right now. I still wouldn't have it for another week, anyways, because you got to put the plates on it, you got to sticker it, you got to, all decals, you got to put the pre-pass in there. You got to set it up, right? You got to get it fully ready. Although I can do some of it. The LED system setup, which they need a plug for that. They're giving they told Penske. So Volvo. I talked. They've been upfront with me, not Volvo. My company. They've been upfront with me. They at least told me, hey, here's what's going on the truck. And then I gave them some input on it as a possible solution, and they took my input and are like, oh, okay, well, that works too. So there's two solutions that my company is willing to accept. Either finish the APU, or use what's already there and put in the battery pack. The Volvo comes with my camera. It's like, oh, I can't focus. Stop it, camera. Stop it. There. Which I'm okay with either. This camera's gonna piss me off. Because both of them do what I need to do, or need to do. Battery one, okay, there's pros and cons. Like the battery one, it uses batteries for 8-10 hours, depending on how much load you're putting on the batteries. And stop it, camera! Stop it! Let's try this again. It might be because the truck's vibrating, plus I'm moving around, so I adjusted it. See. So it runs for 8-10 hours. And then a truck will kick on for a couple hours and charge the batteries back up. Charge those batteries back up. The battery pack that runs that unit is separate from the batteries of the truck. They sit between the frame of the truck in the back, down a sleeper, and the catwalk. If you don't know what the catwalk is, in the frame, there's a plate that goes over the frame. That's the catwalk. So it goes under the catwalk, in between the frame rails. That's where that goes. It is heavier weight. I don't know how much it weighs to put an APU. The APU on the motor by itself is about 315 to 390 pounds for the motor by itself. All of it combined, meaning the part underneath the bed and the condenser and all that, it's probably anywhere it's like 415 to 490 is where it was. That's usually where the average range of those units are. So I don't know how much the 4 battery packs will be. 4 batteries, roughly probably the same amount of weight overall. There's pros and cons. Like I said, a truck will start up for 2 hours, charge the battery, shut back off. So there's that. So it's about, in the long run, about the same amount of fuel spent. However, though, batteries are more expensive to replace. Now, if I own the truck and I had the battery pack, I would put AGMs or something more load heavy batteries. They are load heavy batteries. They're not the standard truck batteries because they're being drained constantly, refilled. They're not being they're not being topped off constantly like these batteries are. So How does that work in the summer? Or when it's parked in winter cold? Good question. I would test that out myself. Like when the truck goes home to be parked for a month, I will actually test it out if I end up getting a battery pack, because I want to know for when I go get my own truck. This is also giving me insight to things that I may or may not have never got to see, because all I have experience on is APU. APU, it's about 0.1 to 0.3 gallons per hour depending on the temp and the load you're putting on it. So meaning if it's fucking middle of summer and you're blasting the AC max fan and max temp, it's about 0.3 an hour. So it's in the winter if it's parked, all I'm doing is heat, and the heat is minimal. Like I don't think I usually use even 0.1. Which 0.1, and when I say 0.1, I mean that's 0.1 of a gallon. So in 10 hours, that's 1 gallon. The truck idles up, for the battery one, is 0.5. So 2 hours, that's 1 gallon. So that's what I said, it's about the same. Actually, it'd probably be about 2 gallons. Because the truck would idle up, would idle, and it's not idling at, the low idle, I mean, 500 to 600, it'd crank up to probably like 900, 1,000, 2 hours. So it's about 2 gallons, actually, not a gallon. So it's about the same. Slightly more expensive battery pack. I'm not getting unloaded. I just heard the dock plate drop. Over here at Sports Beans in Happy Valley, Oregon, which is Portland. There ain't no Happy Valley about this Portland. I don't anybody who lives in Portland cannot really say they're happy right now, or have been for a few years. Maybe if they were kind of away from things and are on the edges of things, but like between the traffic, the crime, the homeless people, like I feel sorry every time I come through here. It's like I can't imagine growing up here and just seeing the downfall of this town. You can tell at one point this town was amazing, but just bad management. Now Penske did give them the solution. My company pretty much laughed at while using professional speak. They're like, well, we can turn that truck up to 1,000 RPM, just let it idle. It's like it already has bump key. It already has that, which would solve some of the issue. But the company, my guy, props to him, props to this company guy. The guy is in charge of managing the equipment and maintenance, and being in charge of all that. He's like, well, he also drives trucks, so he's doing 2 jobs at once. He's managing the equipment and maintenance plus driving his own truck. He also he's salaried too, so like he's not really worried about costs, but he understands it because he has to run his own trucks. He's like, this driver pays for his own fuel and pays for the truck. So how would you like if you're pissing away 6 to 7 hours a week? And the guy's like, I wouldn't like that. It's like, well, that's what the driver's doing currently with the truck that he has right now that has idle because it has no bump heat or nothing. I would like to have my pretty much 2,400 or $3,000 back a month. I'm not joking, by the way. If you guys think I'm joking, do the fucking math. 10 gallons per day. Then a reset. So anywhere from, depending on the reset, if I have to force to do one early or whatever, it's anywhere from 80 to 110 gallons a week. So I ran a full week and then a reset. So there's 7 days, 70 gallons, plus the 34 gallons at the end of it. Not joking. Luckily, my fuel costs have plummeted. Like, last 2 weeks, my fuel, well, it's actually more than 2 weeks, but especially last 2 weeks where it's been a little slow. The truck was in the shop for fucking 4 days for normal fucking maintenance, whatever. So I only got 2 trips last week, but at least 2 weeks. It's probably 3 weeks. I pretty much had 2 stops, fuel stops are below 580. Well, 550 with my discount. And those ones were fucking amazing. I just had to get over there. But Idaho and Utah were all 550. Idaho was 580. That was with discounts. Now, Utah, Idaho, most of Washington, Oregon are $4 on average for me. Putnam or Stanfield and Biggs Junction is like $3.20. Ontario, Oregon is $3.80 or no, $3.60. So that's that. Put that in perspective for those who don't understand or can't do don't know how to do the math on that. I filled up in Ontario, Oregon, 170 gallons. I'm rounding up to like 169, like point something. It was like almost, it was like 0.3 away from being like a whole new gallon. Anyways, so let's do 170. pump price was like, what was it? It was like $560. It was like $974 total. Like, well, I did put DEF, but it was like 0.1. DEF pump's acting up a little bit in this truck, so I topped it off just to see, okay, because is it actually working? Which it is. Okay. It's just, I have the lights on for it, so it works. I do regens. It just, I don't know. It does stationary regens too, so. And I can do this. I can do the actual through the gauge system regen too. So I'm as long as don't having more, doesn't have more issues, I'll just fucking ignore it and just keep on going. If that's working, just lights are on. So it was like $974. Now with what I paid, $366, I think. $360. I think it was $366. It was $360 something. I would have paid like $660. Pretty fucking insane. From $974 to like $660. Let's even say $690. $790, $890, $990, almost $300 fucking saved. If it is $690, I know it's $600 something. You guys do the fucking math. 366 times 170, and there you go. You know, on 170 times 569. You can play the math. You can easily do it. And that's the difference. And just from that price to that price. Hell, just going from $4 to $560 is insane too. So luckily that's helped me, but this 1 gallon an hour shit I'm already dealing with. That's why the company kind of laughed at him. He's like, well, do you want to? The burden's lessened on me, but it's still a pain in the ass because it's still money that I'm literally just fucking flinging ones and fucking stripper legs over here that I'm never gonna get back. I try to thrust my humor upon you guys sometimes. Sometimes you guys enjoy it. Sometimes you just guys are kind of roll your eyes, but gotta love it. And the annoying part about this whole situation is, other than the whole initial situation with the Volvo not showing up like it's supposed to, at least it's so close. I'm pretty much being told I'm gonna have it like within 1 to 2 weeks. I don't know if it'll be fully spec'd up. Either way, the companies keep me in a loop because it's my truck. I'm waiting. I just need those words. Go get it. Or here's it at. Go swap. You know, or whatever. Is my guy is talking to Boise, and Boise is talking to Salt Lake, and my guy's also talking to Salt Lake. So they're fucking playing the whole triangle shit, and they're also like getting higher ups involved. Now there is a last step that we could do, but that is last resort, very last resort, and that is just get corporate. Go above everybody, say go to corporate. Because okay, this is how business supposed to work. If I fucking write over to you in emails, here's all I'm gonna want, and they say okay, I pay for that, and it's in wording, it's in writing. Either you fucked up and didn't do something on your end, or whatever. That's on you guys that you can cost and fix it. Yeah, it's not exactly cheap. Like APU, it's about $14,000 right now. But that's for the full thing and install. So if you already got parts on it, it's slightly cheaper. Either way, you're still looking at that block. The battery thing, 10 to 13. So there's that. I mean, it's pocket change for big corporations like Penske and Volvo or whatever, and they could use this as a goodwill to get more business from us. Like we have 16 trucks now. Not they're all Penske, but 16 trucks period. And I guess we're getting ready to look somewhere else for new trucks after the Kenworth lease is up, because I guess they're raising prices. So that means Penske could potentially, if they do what they do the right thing with my truck, they could end up getting that many trucks. What? I think we ordered 2 Volvos for Penske, so that's what, 14, 15 trucks that they could be getting order-wise. It's a lot of money. A lot of fucking money. So I don't know. This is a bit of it's a bit nerve-wracking though. No, I could be going right back in the same situation for a bit, but as long as it has the bunk heat, I could temporarily deal with it. Now summer, pretty much in May, upward to like October, and then November is going to be a bit of a different story because I'm sensitive to heat, and I got a pet too. So I'm too white for heat. Anyways, what a fucking shit show. But hey, you guys have a nice day. Catch you next time. Bye.